Have you ever wondered why the Americas have long been considered the playground of the United States, free from European interference? Let's travel back in time to the early 19th century. The United States was a young nation carving out its identity in a world dominated by powerful European empires. The Old World, with its colonial ambitions, had its eyes set on the Americas, but the New World was not ready to be a pawn in their imperial games. It was in this geopolitical landscape, brimming with anticipation and anxiety, that the concept of the Monroe Doctrine took root. Named after President James Monroe, this doctrine was a bold assertion of the United States' stance on European colonialism. It was a clear message to the Old World: the Americas were off limits. Thus, in 1823, the United States, under President James Monroe, laid the groundwork for a doctrine that would shape the future of the Americas. So what exactly did this Monroe Doctrine state, and how did it change the course of history? The Monroe Doctrine, articulated in 1823 by President James Monroe, essentially established two key principles. First, it proclaimed that the Americas should be free from any further European colonization. Second, it stated that European nations should abstain from interfering in the affairs of the newly independent states of the Americas. This was a bold move, considering the United States itself was barely a half-century old at the time, but it was also a strategic one. The doctrine sought to protect the Western Hemisphere from the power struggles and imperial ambitions of Europe, while also carving out room for the United States to grow and exert its own influence. In the immediate aftermath, the doctrine had little force. The United States was not yet a global power and had no means to enforce its declaration. But the idea it represented was potent. It was a claim to leadership in the Americas, a claim that would grow in significance as the United States rose to global prominence. The doctrine was met with resistance, both at home and abroad. European powers were naturally opposed to it, and even within the United States, there were those who questioned its legality and its implications. Despite these challenges, the Monroe Doctrine endured. It not only influenced U.S. foreign policy for the next 2 centuries, but it also shaped the political dynamics of the entire Western Hemisphere. In essence, the Monroe Doctrine established the United States as the guardian of the Americas, a role it has continued to play in various forms to this day. But what does the Monroe Doctrine mean for us today? As we've journeyed through its birth and impact, it's clear that this 19th century policy still holds sway over the geopolitical dynamics of the Americas. It's the invisible hand guiding U.S. foreign policy, reinforcing the nation's stance against any European interference in the hemisphere. And though it's been nearly 2 centuries, its principles reverberate in every diplomatic decision. The Monroe Doctrine, a policy from the 19th century, continues to echo in the corridors of power, shaping the destiny of the Americas in the 21st century.